Good afternoon, everybody. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon on this. I found money in my pocket. On this Thursday, the 27th of September. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be Halloween already soon. All right, let's go ahead, and wow, my words when I get into the afternoon really suck sometimes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yesterday afternoon we logged off, got done with the Decrypt market session here, seeing a little bit of some selling pressure going into the afternoon, which is pretty normal. You know, when we start talking, and by the time we start getting done talking is when we often see the markets kind of show a little bit of give back. And we gotta take like a funky view and look, because there's like a whole bunch of things all flying, bunch of flags and pennants and continuation patterns popping up all over the place here. So it's we have to just like take a broader look at it sometimes, and we're going to go into a different form of analysis, looking at charts, something you guys might be familiar with or you may not be familiar with. It's kind of an old school approach. It's one of my favorites. If I ever need to just take a step back to look at what is going on, I look at them. It's point and figure charts. If you're familiar with Renko charts, it's very similar to that, or any kind of range chart. It's void of any time, so there's no time factor involved. It's just price. That's it. It's very clean form, very noise-free style of trading. So looking here at the Bitcoin chart, yesterday on the 26th around the noon hour, and then during our conversation we saw prices dip a little bit, and ever since then we've kind of recovered, and there's been a interesting move. So we had a bounce at the $6,350 value area and drove up, and all we really did is we formed a bear flag. All right, we just formed a pretty common looking bull flag, sorry. Pretty normal looking bull flag. And then we had a technical breakthrough here, and then we drove up, and now we're forming a little bit of a bullish pennant, and now we're forming a breakthrough on that too. Okay? Which is also part of if we look at this move from the 6100 all the way up to here, really what we have is just another type of a bull flag. If you want to extend it this far, there's no real rules on how far a bull flag can be extended, or we could just say it extends to here and that we crawled back up into it. There's also we look for patterns. Humans love patterns, and we're really good at finding them because they make us feel good. But you got to get to a point in your trading where you're not reliant on patterns. You just recognize them and know that other people also see them. So we had this head and shoulder. What the heck? Why isn't that? Well, I could just draw it like this. So we had that head and shoulder pattern form up here. Oh my god, I'm ruining the whole thing. Well, you can see what I was trying to build there. Head and shoulder pattern formed. Returned back to this larger flag. We formed a smaller bullish flag. Lots of continuation patterns sitting here. So there's been a lot of attempts to drive the price lower. That has not worked out very well for the bears. And we just see it continuing to see some signs of recovery. There's been some really key areas of support and resistance that we've traded against. We're getting into the afternoon, and here's the thing. So this green line right here, so from this swing high at 68.23, or rather from this swing low at 62.07 to 68.23, this is the 50% retracement right here. Okay, so we got down to it, and then we bounced off of the 213, traded back up to it. We really need to break above that 65.20 to 65.30 zone to get another nice move and extension higher here, which it looks like it's going to do that. There's been a lot of purposeful buying in here. Now, we saw that bullish stuff going on. There's also a case for a bearish continuation lower from this move here. So from this move down to this swing low, we are in a bear flag. Okay? We did form a head and shoulders, but the neckline did not break, and there was an attempt to push it lower, but it just got back up. So when you see, that's why head and shoulders patterns, folks, they are very profitable. They're the number one profitable pattern out there, both inverse and regular. But the thing is that they're only profitable when the neckline is broken. I'm going to mention this till I'm blue in the face, because people try to trade them, to follow them, to see if they can get in at the beginning of a shoulder, and oftentimes you get burned on that. They get rejected frequently, but when they do complete a formation, they are a very, very profitable pattern, and you really just gotta be careful of how you trade them. And they're profitable not because of the pattern itself. They're profitable because it's made up of three various triangles. 3 symmetrical or 3 isometric triangles make up that head and shoulder pattern. So that's why they're profitable, because they make up triangles. Ultimately, though, looking at the move is one that had rejection, so there could be a move higher here. But again, regardless of all the patterns, the price level it really needs to get above is that 65.15 to 65.20 to 65.30. That's where we need to get above and close and trade above it. All right, so that is what we need to be looking at moving forward. Ethereum, we don't have to go much into this either. We see the same thing. We see that head and shoulder pattern almost formed. There was a lot of people who tried to the volume doesn't reflect it, but there was probably a strong urge from people to try and get this shoulder pushed down here. That could still form structurally. We're still within that move. There's a small trend line right here in front of us that Ethereum needs to break above. So that's looking at the 222. It's a pretty key zone that we're waiting on. Need to get above that. That could happen. Litecoin. We talked about Litecoin yesterday. We actually put in a trade idea for Litecoin yesterday. That was where were we at with that? I thought we did, didn't we? Or was that the day before? Oh no, it was in the morning we put that out. I put that out at 6:29 in the morning. There it is right there. 6:29 yesterday morning at 57.88. That's been a pretty damn good mover. Moved up pretty nicely, and not only has it moved up nicely, it has held that level very, very well. We were, had an arrow pointing towards, the square of price and time here, that this is kind of the projected price level in time that we want to get to. So if we reach 111, before we get to November, then we have to adjust the cycle, where we would be looking at the next square of price and time would be all the way up here at 331. But cryptos, they make greater than 700% moves within a 30-day time period. That's nothing. It's easy if you've been in the market ever since January, or if depending how long you've been in, Electronium is crazy. Yeah, it's a little nuts. I was reading some on that. Okay, well, anyways, it's a good way to go. So check this out. Watch for resistance up here on this channel, by the way. As we get up to the 618, we should experience maybe a little pressure up here. We'll see, though. Anyways, hope you guys have all had a good week so far. Hope you had a good Wednesday and a good Thursday. And I will see you all tomorrow afternoon for the Forex Lens, folks. I'll see you in the morning. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. leave a positive comment of some sort if you would like to. But yeah, nice talking with you all.